Summer is almost here. And if you are like I was, you're starting to panic because your schedule is becoming less predictable. A few cancellations happen, families start traveling, patients reschedule, kids get out of school, and suddenly the entire practice feels emotionally unstable. And honestly, I think this catches a lot of practitioners off guard every year because you unconsciously expect patient behavior to stay emotionally consistent while real life becomes more seasonal. Summer changes people's routines. Families are traveling more because kids are out of school, schedules shift, and patients may become less structured. And as practitioners, we become more anxious because now the schedule feels inconsistent. Cancellations feel heavier, gaps feel more threatening, and every slow week suddenly feels personal, especially for those of us who already tie emotional safety to having a full schedule. Welcome to Behind the Healing Table. I'm Dr. Ava, mom, acupuncturist, healer, and entrepreneur. And this is where we get real about why good healers struggle and what it actually takes to build a sustainable, respected, holistic practice. And one of the biggest mistakes that I have made as a practitioner is assuming summer inconsistency automatically means something is wrong with the business. Sometimes it does expose weak systems, but often it's simply seasonal rhythm change. The problem here is most of us emotionally prepare for busy seasons, but not fluctuating seasons. So when patient flow becomes less predictable, your nervous system starts reacting to uncertainty instead of responding strategically. And this is where practitioners start overchecking the schedule, emotionally spiraling over cancellations, discounting services, over posting online from panic, obsessing over gaps, or making reactive business decisions because one week feels slow. That's not leadership. That's nervous system reactivity. So let's shift the awareness here. Summer exposes something important, whether your practice is structurally stable or just temporarily busy, because a practice built entirely on constant patient flow with no retention strategy will always feel emotionally fragile during seasonal shifts. If patients disappear for 2 weeks and the entire business immediately feels unstable, that's important information, not shameful information, useful information. So in real life, this can show up in different ways all the time, like practitioners taking cancellations personally, feeling resentful when patients prioritize vacations. Don't worry, I'm here with you. I get these too. Or you're financially anxious after one slower week, squeezing schedules too tightly during busy periods, relying entirely on weekly rebooking, having no long term retention structure, or emotionally attaching self worth to a full treatment day. And if we're being honest here, patients can feel this energy, and we're all about the energy here. A nervous system that panics every time the schedule changes creates instability inside the business itself. So let's reframe this. Your clinic should not emotionally collapse every time life becomes seasonal. And this is where we as practitioners need to mature operationally because patients having families, vacations, summer schedules, and changing priorities is normal. The goal isn't to control patient behavior here. The goal is creating stronger retention, better communication, more predictable systems, and a business model that isn't emotionally dependent on perfect attendance. So instead of asking, how do I stop summer from affecting my practice? Start asking, where is my business structurally too reactive? Look at retention systems, treatment plan, communication, pre booking, consistency, patient education, follow up systems, recurring revenue opportunities, and schedule forecasting. Because stable clinics are not built by emotionally reacting to every seasonal shift. They're built by anticipating them. And to be honest here, summer is one of the best times to see whether your systems are actually supporting you or whether your nervous system has been holding the business together manually. So, there are a couple of things you can do this week. Review your last 60 days of cancellations and identify patterns instead of reacting emotionally to the individual events. Audit your retention process. Are patients being clearly guided through long term care, or are they casually rebooking week to week? I hope you found this helpful. Please like, subscribe, and comment below. Does your practice actually have a retention system? Or does it only feel stable when the schedule is full? Let us know so that we can support you. And until next time, stay grounded, keep healing, and build a practice that supports you as much as you support your patients.